Okay, this is part 2. I showed you in the previous video the Pipe Chanter, the additional keys for it, which I really only use this one right here, and the synthetic regulator reed that I've heard people say that can't work in your pipe chanter. Well, actually, it can. So technically, if you want to play your pipe chanter, it actually mouth blow it and play it, you actually can, like a bagpipe practice chanter. And what's really interesting, it's easier to play than a bagpipe practice chanter. Now, okay, that reed goes in. See that? Now, put adapter on. I don't like that string being loose. Let's bind it around. I tied it a bunch of times so it would fit in the chanter better. Okay, now, this adapter. Also, I have other technical synthetic reeds that do work. They're in here. My two best ones look similar. Yeah, this one is the loudest and sharpest. This one is basically, it's good. They're both good. They're in tune and they play right. You can even get the second octave and all that. But the problem with synthetic reeds, finding good ones, is because of tradition. A lot of times it's harder to find ones that aren't just made for bagpipe practice chanters and can also play in your Uilleann Pipe chanter. They make it intentionally difficult. I mean, I understand we don't want to destroy the tradition, but the thing is, you're limited with this. Okay, playing it like mouth blown, unless you can circular breathe like Kenny G, which means you inhale with through your nose. You keep your this filled up and pushing out the air. I can't do that, but you're not destroying tradition by tracking down synthetic reeds that work and being able to actually mouth blow a technical Uilleann Pipe chanter. And actually, it would help get more people into the instrument, rather than them being afraid that it's going to take people away from the bagpipe and, the traditional way and bankrupt the business. No, it's not. But anyways, this pipe chanter is a Hakam Dean Uilleann Pipe chanter in the key of D, concert pitch, and it's made of cocobolo wood, which has a nice bright sound to it, and it smells really sweet. So it even smells good. But, I mean, mind you, this is technically a regulator reed for Uilleann Pipe. But what they don't tell you is that it can technically work in a pipe chanter. Let me show you. Now, this van I'm in right now is actually really warm, but I'm going to play it. And the thing, though, is it is a little more sensitive, so. Yeah, they're really sensitive, though. The other reeds in here, so you got to really know what you're doing. See? Also, what's really interesting, because it's a little more sensitive, you can actually hit the second octave easier. And anyways, that was just some random note playing, but shows you that, yeah, this is a Uilleann Pipe regulator reed. They make them synthetic. They can attach into the pipe chanter. I mean, why wouldn't they be able to actually be played in the pipe chanter? They're basically the reeds that produce the note, and they can be multiple tuned, right? In the chanters, so just different sound holes when released create different pressures on the reed, and so basically you're just tuning it differently. So why can't it work in there? I've seen some people who argue like, no, that can't work. You know, I've tried the reed in there. It's like, well, have you? I guess because maybe I'm also a flute player. I know that I have different kinds of flutes. I had the Irish whistle, the ocarina, recorder. So subtle differences in different pressures of breath that you're blowing out. So maybe with me, since I've been playing flute for decades, specifically ocarina, seriously too, like not Zelda, just, you know, actually I don't really know any Zelda songs anymore. The thing was, I actually got into it because I was serious about it. And there's so much you can play on there because it's fully chromatic. But it basically, you start to muscle memory and stuff. So I can take and it is really warm in this van. It's affecting the reed. But luckily synthetics take a lot more to be affected temperature-wise. But overall, my brain is trained more for a specific temperature control. So not temperature control, breath pressure control. So I can take it like this and play this. See? And I also have other synthetic reeds too. These ones take a little bit more. So they're, in a sense, they're a little more stable, but yeah, it works. A plastic regulator reed for Uilleann Pipes. So yeah, plastic regulator reed for Uilleann Pipe works perfectly. It's just a wee Aye, it's just a wee bit more sensitive. Aye, but it means you can get that second octave a lot easier too. So don't believe the naysayers online. It is possible. Anyways, yeah. Yep. So it works.